Hello everyone, I'm very excited to share this video with you today because this video is about putting more money in your pockets so that you can meet your financial goals. So today I will be covering various different ways that you can save money in your current monthly budget. For those who don't know me, my name is Ryan Banks and my channel is about financial tips and tricks that you can bank on. And I post videos every second Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So my goal for you for this video is for you to integrate one or two of these tips into your daily lives. And if you are busy, put these tips in your reminder app on your phone so that when you do have more time, you can integrate them. So before I start the video, I want you to comment onto this video of the ways that you save money every month so that the other viewers can also learn your tips of how you save money every day. The first piece of advice I want to tell you today is a topic that I was very surprised to hear when I spoke to a couple of my friends. They said that they've heard some people not take raises on the sole basis that they don't want to pay more taxes at the end of the year. This is not a good reason to turn down a promotion. I had a client tell me once that he likes paying taxes because that means his business did well that year. And on the other hand, if his business didn't do well, he was getting worried because that means he didn't have a good year. The same thing applies to you personally. If you're not having a good year, that means you didn't make a lot of money, which means you don't have a lot of money to spend on the things you love doing. So we'll put this into an example. Let's say that the government taxes you 30% of the amount of money that you make. That means you get to keep 70% of the money that you earn, minus the source deductions get taken off each of your pay. So to sum it up, if you get a raise, you take it. The second tip I have for you today is probably your biggest monthly expense, which is housing expenses. So some people decide that they want to live by themselves in a single apartment where they could be paying half as much if they lived in a house with other roommates. So let's say you're paying $1,500 a month for a single apartment. That means you could be saving $750 a month in rent, which equates to $9,000 a year. That's a lot of money. But you need to ask yourself this: is living by yourself more important than saving $9,000 a year? Whatever the answer of that question is, you're the one who has to live your lifestyle and by your decision. So whatever decision that you do choose, no one should judge you for it because that's the decision and the lifestyle that you choose. Now the next thing I want to go over is if you live in the big city and you drive to work every day, you should potentially consider a different source of transportation, like public transit, biking, or even walking. So the reason why I say this is because gas is getting very expensive and it can chew up a big portion of your budget. But if you do need a car, you should consider the type of car that you own versus the type of car that you need. If these aren't the same thing, then you should potentially consider downsizing to a more fuel-efficient car. Now the next set of tips I have for you are probably your most common monthly expenses. So if you don't work from home and no one's really at home during the day, then consider shutting off your AC during the day and set an automatic timer for it to restart about 30 minutes before you plan to come home from work. Also, shut off those lights when you leave a room and unplug those appliances or anything that you don't really use frequently to eliminate that ghost power. And if you want to go a step further for eliminating your hydro costs, consider putting in energy efficient bulbs and appliances within your home. Next, I want to talk about cable. If you pay for cable and streaming services like Netflix, Disney, Prime, and other services or platforms like that, and you mainly just watch TV shows or movies, then I would consider canceling your cable because you don't really watch live TV. So I quickly did a research online and people pay usually a minimum of $75 a month, where you can put that towards your financial goals or doing other things that you love doing. Now the next thing is your internet. Do you really know what you're paying? First, do some research and see what internet speed that you need based off of your needs. If you like playing video games, then you probably need higher internet speed. But once you do know the internet speed that you want, then go shop around and see what other providers are offering you. And if you do want to keep your cable and you want to shop around for a new internet package, try and put those together because that's probably going to be cheaper for you of a package than buying those two services separately. Now the last thing I want to talk about your monthly expenses is about your phone bill. Do you really know how much usage you use based off of how much you pay? Go check your usage. For example, let's say I pay for 10 gigs per month and I only use 2 gigs. Well, maybe I shop around for a cheaper plan, which can be $10 to $20 a month. And if you're about to buy a new phone, then consider prepaying buying your phone because you're not set into a contract. And let's say in 8 months from now, you see a better option or a cheaper plan, then you can switch. But if you're in a contract, you can't really do that without buying out your current phone plan. So the next set of tips I want to talk to you about is the food that you buy. If you love doing takeout, then I would suggest for you to cut down because you could probably make the food yourself and buy it at the grocery store for half or third of the price. I'm not saying that you have to cut out takeout completely, but I'm just saying you should treat yourself once or twice a month instead of once or twice a week. So the next set of tips I have for you is buying in bulk when things are on sale. So about a month ago, I went out to the grocery store and I bought 10 pounds of ground beef for $3.33 a pound, where I normally pay close to $5. So yes, that was a really good deal, and whatever I didn't use right away, I froze. So there's nothing wrong with taking out stuff out of the freezer whenever I need it. So if you go to the grocery store and you're not sure exactly if things are on sale or not, take out your calculator on your phone and calculate the total price divided by the quantity, so in this case number of pounds, and compare that to what the price that you normally pay. If things are on sale, then buy in quantity if you need it. But if it's not on sale, then just buy what you need right away and wait till the sales come in the future. Now, another type of fee that I completely want you to avoid is credit card debt. Credit card debt has interest rate over 20%, which is crazy. To put this in a different perspective, for every $100 that you spend every year, you give that credit card company an additional $20. That's a lot. And I'm not saying that debt is not a good thing. I'm just saying when it's that high, it's definitely not good for you because you can't make that amount of interest or income that high compared to the interest that you're paying. Now the next set of fees that you can potentially decrease within your monthly budget are your bank fees. Look at the amount of transactions you use per month and then compare that to the different types of transactions that you're paying currently within your bank. And if there are cheaper options that are fit within your number of transactions, then I would suggest for you to switch to a lower plan so that you can save money every month. Now the last thing I want to go over with you today is to go through your budget and see if there's any other expenses that you could potentially cut costs on. And the best way to do that is, remember, number 1, do your research, and number 2, shop around. If you don't have a budget, go look at my previous video where I go step by step on how to create your own budget. Now, at the end of the day, it comes down to sacrifice on your part. If you plan on doing plan A, then you won't be able to do plan B, or vice versa. So there's always something that has to give to fit your own lifestyle. Now before you go, I just want to thank you for watching this video. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you should hit that subscribe button because you can help grow my channel and reach more viewers like you so that more people like you can save money as well. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.